Alright guys and girls, welcome back.
Yeah, get to the channel, it's me Arnold. Yeah, welcome to my Slimfast dieting video for my dinner for today.
Yeah, actually before I get started, I can't believe it, one of my favourite YouTubers put a comment in one of my videos and all of that. That's pretty cool, in one of my Slimfast videos. I think it was like 550 of my Slimfast. 1316 killer. Yeah, very big shout out, man. Big shout out. Yeah, one of my favourite ones. Me and my mum, like, I'm sitting down and I'll tell you what, it fucking cracks me up. And he put comments saying about getting beaten up by, I look like a sort of like a leprechaun or something. I guess something to do with the Irish, lucky, trying to nick my lucky charms or something. But apparently I'm taller. Yeah, I get it because of my ginger hair and all that. I'm actually starting to grow. I'm trying to grow my beard down here so I can grow a ginger Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, or like a sort of a Jesus Christ sort of ginger look. And I'm gonna start growing my hair long and stuff, like a sort of a beatnik style and all that. I'm gonna keep it draping down there. Might put some beads in there and put a couple of beads in the beard and all that. But yeah, anyway, big shout out, man. Big shout out. And cheers. And yeah, oh my god, he's like the most motivated guy on YouTube that I actually find interesting. I watched a lot of his videos. He does a lot about fanboys and gaming boys, and about someone rich from Tech USA and all that. To be honest, I watch both of them, and I find there's a lot of hilarity in both videos, and I just find it entertaining and stuff. And that's what kind of, because I'm not a fanboy myself, I like all consoles, because I just bought the Switch. I think it's fantastic. And I did a video about that they should bring the original GoldenEye. Now, if you guys and girls are not like into the N64 back in the old days, I'll tell you what, that is a fucking fantastic game. The N64, you had the James Bond game with Pierce Brosnan. They made a remake, I think it was a few years going back, and it was on the Xbox 360. I don't know if they brought on PS3. I think they might have. No, I think that might have been Legends, 007 Legends. Actually, I've got to give it, Legends was fucking fantastic, where they had different like situations from films and all that, from the main movies, and they had the different characters come into it. But the remake of GoldenEye, absolutely fucking shit. And that's my honest opinion about it. I mean, I like James Bond games. I like the original GoldenEye one, the Pierce Brosnan one. I think, to be honest, with the full screen, split screen segment on it, I bought that when it first came out. But before I bought it, I went into one of these game shops where you used to pay a lot of money, like $1.50 an hour, £2, £3, because I'm in the UK, so I live in England. They used to have this like sort of game shop. And you used to go in, pay like a certain amount to play on the consoles, test them out. And it was more like where they're sort of game boards as well, little boards for games. And they used to play strategy games on there. And I think they used to have like sort of magic, something called Magic or something, Dual Magics, I don't know, it's some games. But I was more into my video gaming in that time. And that's got to be around about the 90s at least, the 90s. When the N64, when that game I was playing that on there. Actually, it might have been earlier than that, I'm not too sure. But I remember my first console, my gaming console, was the NES. Fantastic console. Can't not dig the shit out of that console. That is like one of my favourite consoles of all time. Also the Sega Master System, and I think the one as well, the Mega Drive, the Sega Mega Drive, which I think in the America version, I think is the Sega Genesis. I think that's the USA version, but in the UK it's like the Sega Mega Drive. And I used to play shitloads of Sonic and what's it called? Something called Kid, Alex the Kid and all that. Bloody awesome games. Absolutely. And something called, I've got that one game now. Something called Boy in Wonderland. But I'm sure someone will tell me if you guys and girls know anyway. Wonder Boy, that's it. in Munsterland. Oh my god, that was a fantastic game. I'd love to get my hands on that again, but the original consoles, and do like live streams, or maybe just get like an emulator and just start playing them again. Oh, it'd just be fantastic. Anyway, get into my Slimfast dieting plan for today. Because I'm vegetarian, so I do a lot of videos on these, and I've been doing them every day, 2 videos a day, 1 in the morning for my breakfast, or evening, or whatever time I wake up. I'll have my Slimfast, which is, I'm running out actually now. Oh, that one's empty anyway almost. I have the Slimfast, that's for my breakfast in the morning, and then I'll have my chicken, corn chicken, and I'm actually not having, right, today I'm not having salad today. I'm gonna literally blow everybody's minds today, literally, because I went into Sainsbury's. Now Sainsbury's is a supermarket in the UK. We've got Tesco's as well. We've got Asda, which is the American version of Walmart, I believe it is. Or was it? What was that? What's it called? Waitrose. I might be Waitrose or Asda. Anyway, one of them a supermarket. They're also supermarkets, but one company, or American company, is taking over. I think either Asda or Waitrose, and they're a part of Walmart, which is the American version over there, or the American part of the companies. Anyway, I go there sometimes. Asda's a lot cheaper, and you can get shitloads. Sainsbury's, on the other hand, are more expensive, but usually you can get some good deals and that. Anyway, I got this. Getting to the point, getting this. I take a long time sometimes on these videos. So I've got vegetable selections with herb butters. So it's with herb butter, and I'm gonna be. I don't know how you actually done this, because I've never done these ones before. Remove the sleeve and pierce the place on a non. So I don't know actually. Can you actually put this in the microwave? This plastic shit. I don't even know actually. I suppose so, because that's why it says just pierce. Got my fork. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I got into like dieting about 1 year and 6 months now. It's 6 months into my Slimfast dieting, because I was over 21 stone, which was 280 pounds. Now I've lost like a shitloads. I'm round about, I would say, between 12.5 to around about 13 stone. I'm building muscle. I'm becoming like literally a beast. I'm gonna be like flipping Arnold by the time I'm finished.
Get to the chopper, stick around, motherfucker.
Anyway, so this is my Slimfast dieting plan for Friday, July the 7th. And it's 6:49, exactly 6:49. I'm going to put that in the microwave in a minute. Got to get the mums out in a minute. Hang on. Right, for my mum, she's having some bananas and mash today. Gonna have a bit of bread as well with it. Why not? Why not? Alright, so what's this one? Sort of the microwave, because I got a sort of a microwave oven. This is a small one. I think it's like under 20 litres or something. But it's only for me and my mum and stuff, so. Right, 850 watts. Well, this is a 900, I think 900, no, 800. So this would be about 5-6 minutes. From frozen, well, this isn't freaking frozen. So do I have to pierce this as well? Then I have to call myself Pierce. Even though my name's Anthony. Kenneth Bishop on the channel. But everyone calls me Anthony and all that, or Ant. I don't like people calling me Tony. Some people keep calling me Tony, and I go, look here, you. I'm from fucking London, mate. Well, I'm not really from London. I'm fucking London, and I am not Tony. Because there's a lot of Tonys, and they must have come from London as well. It's kind of weird. London, Manchester. I don't know. I've never heard any ones from Yorkshire and all that in the UK, but I'm sure they're all over the place. 5.5 minutes, so I'll put it on for about 6. Usually give it an extra 30 seconds. It's not gonna blow up. Right. Remove the pierced place on a non-metallic plate. So if you put it in a metallic sort of, then you're gonna blow up the flipping microwave. Yeah, I remember when Clint Eastwood, the film actor, he literally, right, he's never put a microwave on before when he did this at this point. And what he done, he flipping nearly blew himself up. He put a tin, I think, of peas or something in it. Right, there we go. So I shall put that over there. And we'll put that in for 6 minutes. And also, for my dinner, I'll be having some baked beans by Satan's, actually. And this, guys and girls, right, I'm not actually endorsing anyone to do with Sainsbury's baked beans, just to be on the safe side, because they're not fucking paying me shit. I advertise their products, and I do a lot of advertising for Slimfast. I've been doing that for like 1.5 years. But I tell you what, I've never had Slimfast get in touch with me and say, look here, right, you've been doing it for 1.5 years, so we would like to, like, yeah, give you some money or something. Nah. To be honest, I got in touch with them a while going back, and still haven't had an answer off them. So they must be fucking busy, or they just don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm trying to get more motivated, and then when I get more slimmer, because I do a little bit of running, and I'm also pushing my mum in a wheelchair as well, from time to time, for like 3.5, 4 miles or something. Because I live way out of town, and sometimes I'll just walk into town in Somerset area and just do some walking with my mum. I actually fucking pushed her up a hill where I live, right up to a hill, right, and she goes, oh, like, she was like, I lifted her up, and she said, don't drop me, don't bloody drop me, mate, don't drop me. I said, oh, I'm not your fucking mate, how dare you. Thought I was some sort of bloke, just pushed her around. It's alright, love, I'll just take you down for your cup of tea with your dementia. Oh, God. You're getting a bit forgetful in your old age. So, yeah. Fucking hell. Flipping Laura. I'll tell you, I've had a busy day today. I've done some shopping. And, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit stressed out a little bit. But, I'm just taking my time. That should be good. Actually, and also, went to Argos today, the Argos Extra. It's right by Sainsbury's, but I do a lot of shopping from time to time. And for my Switch, I picked up 2 things. Now I'm waiting till there's a copy of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I want to get that for my Switch at some point and just play that through, probably do a live stream on Twitch, because Nintendo, for some reason, they don't allow you to play it. Well, in a way they do, and they don't allow you to play it on like YouTube, but I'm not making any money off those sort of videos for like live streaming and shit. But unless it allows you to. But usually when I do my commentary over the top of it, it should be alright. I'm doing my own sort of commentary. And I've been playing what's called Dirtfall. Bloody brilliant game. I did like a sort of audio thing over the top of that, and I think that is a fantastic game. I recommend that to anyone. Yeah, definitely good though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna put those in there because the other day, what I've done with some vegetables, I've noticed. Yeah, it's strange as well. There's no flipping peas in this. I might have to get some from my garden because I've started doing some. Actually, I'm gonna pause you for a minute, guys and girls. I'm gonna see if I've got any peas in the garden a second. Right, I've just checked in my garden. They're flipping too small at the moment, so I'm watering them all, and then I want them so they actually grow some big flipping pods on it. So anyway, these are beans anyway, so I can just use these. They're technically peas, but in tomato sauce and all of that. And there's 5 different varieties. I think there's some haricots. I think they're called haricots. I don't know why they're called haricots for. Balotis, pinto. Flageolet. What? Flageolet. No, bloody hell, some weird names. Beans, chickpeas, and a spicy tomato sauce. Yeah, these it's a hot, spicy sort of chili baked beans. Beans? I can't have any beans. They make me fart. Oh. But like I do, I sometimes with these, well not sometimes, but most of the time, I usually monetize these videos, but they're only like, because I'm doing my own sort of thing here. But with like sort of gaming videos, I tend to leave those alone, just in case, because some videos, I also like doing my daily news from time to time, even though it's not daily. But from time to time when I listen to certain video logs or certain videos, certain news articles, I will do some videos on it. Right. Oh, it's flipping hot. Anyway, I've got to do a review actually, because I bought this from Argos, and I think this cost me like a tenner or $9.99 or something. Premium sort of protective thing that goes over the top. Apparently, I think it's official by Nintendo Switch. Premium protective filter. So I don't know if it's a hard, like sort of hard case. Not case, but like sort of a hard sheet over the top. Ultra thick crystal clear guard. Standard film. So I suppose these are the ones they use sort of like for mobile phones. For like my, because I got my Samsung Galaxy and I'm using that there. Also, I needed a case so I can take out my Switch with me, and I love flipping Zelda. I played like the old sort of N64 Zelda games and Majora's Mask and all that kind of stuff of Zelda. But yeah, actually I think the N64 versions, the Majora's Mask, I think that's a fantastic game. Never completed it, but it is a fantastic game. Anyway, I bought one of these cases for it. Zelda case. But I will do a review about this at some point. So that'll be maybe for some of the videos, and probably do one of those as well, videos for it separate. But until then, I'll be right back in a second now. But until I do that, I'm going to be just leaving it alone for the time being, and then I'll probably check it out first, see if it's any good, and then do a review about it afterwards. Well, house, right. Got to put this back in for a minute. Actually, and I need my brown rice. Oh, actually, I've got my brown rice up here. This is what I'm having. Mexican baked beans. Mexican bean and chili rice. This is brown rice, and it's steamed basmati rice. gluten-free as well, so it's easier to like digest into your system. Even though I don't know if actually I am intolerant to gluten-free, but sometimes from time to time when I'm eating certain foods, it's hard to digest, so maybe it might be the gluten that's like making it a little bit iffy. So what we're gonna do, let's stick that in. Right, there we go. Oh, that's fine, that one. Chuck all the baked beans in there. No, I can't have no beans. Oh no. Right, 20 minutes into this so far. I thought I'd do a bit of a longer video because I've had a few of my viewers on about I should do some longer videos. So yeah, here we go. Bit more longer videos, bit more, hopefully more entertaining as well, more interactive. Anyway, guys and girls, if you do enjoy these videos, this is actually video log 1118, I believe now. I've got to keep in check, I've got keep up in the mind and all that, the episodes and all that. So I'm going to put that aside, be right back in 2 ticks of a lamb's tail, and I'll be right back. Right, so then put this on here. This is my mum's. Oh, just putting some of this mashed potato and banners and mash. Got these sort of like microwave foods a lot easier, because I find, to be honest, they're a lot easier for me to use. If I use like the oven or the grills, I kind of find it frustrating. So it's easier for me just to use microwaves. I think it's because it's a part of my learning difficulties and all that. So I'm just trying to cope as best way I can with it. And then my mum, like, she's been out of action for like a while because of her arthritis. So it's kind of like we're both bad in the sort of areas. And I've got my 2 brothers who don't bloody help around the house, so I end up. Hang on, right, I'll be right back in a sec, guys and girls. My mum's calling in a minute. All right. Oh, and it's just my mum on about that guy from Status Quo. Apparently, I heard somewhere he's dead or something. I don't know. It's like from an old rock band or rock group or something. And there's this one bloke who me and my mum met in a cafe restaurant years gone back, and he said he was like a sort of the backing for Status Quo or something. But I think he was probably one of those fuckers that lies all the time and shit, just to trying to get a little bit of pussy or some shit. Not playing out there, but you know what I mean. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm feeling dirty bastards. Look out! Oh. Right, there we go. Put that in for, I think it was 3 minutes. Yeah, I think it's 3 minutes. Should be right. Alright, now I've got this little sort of salad bowl. I've actually kept this. I'm recycling this. I'm actually going to use it rather than me actually using plates. I've washed them all up, puts all the plates away, and I can use this instead. Just keep washing it up. Good as new. Absolutely good as new.
Yeah, I'm over here, you know, it's me, you know, Rocky Balboa, you know, the Italian stallion.
Yeah, two of my favourite film actors of all time, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. Fantastic guys, fantastic film actors. Except some of the older films, the ones they've just made recently, like Bullet to the Head with Sylvester Stallone. I don't know. I'm on the tipping end of that one for that film. But yeah. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm gonna pause here for a minute until I finish, and then I'll show you the rest of it. Right. So I'm almost finished now, and I've just. Right. That's my brother's over there. So he's having sort of like minced lamb sort of foods because he's a meat eater. My mum's a meat eater, so she eats her pork sausages, which is bad for you, pork, because it takes around about 40 days, I would guess, till it's digested out the system. That's what I heard somewhere. And for me, I've got my baked beans, my spicy baked beans, and I have my corn chicken, which is actually full of high in protein, low in fat, and low in saturated fats. And I've got my salad, well not salad, vegetables, potatoes as well. Potatoes good for you, it's got starch in it. And I've got like some bread as well, and all the rest of the stuff in there. All the good healthy stuff. And this is whole grain bread, by the way, guys and girls. High in protein, well, high in fibre, low in fat, and low in saturated fats as well. And I think it's like 104 calories per slice, so that is just a bargain right there. Anyway, guys and girls, I gotta love you and leave you. That's the way we do these videos nowadays. Or I've been doing all these videos all the time. And I thought I'd do a longer video. If you guys and girls enjoy it, cheers for watching. Like, favourite, subscribe if you do. And stay safe all.